Now this is the third layer of embossing powder on this particular piece here, and I'm just about to start heating it, but I've got some other embossing powder. This is called Red Dragon, this one here, and it's a mixture of red and gold, and it's got some gold glitter in it. It's a very nice powder in its own right, but we're going to use it as a sprinkling layer for the final layer of this piece of UTEE. Right, so my layer is almost finished melting there, and just again keeping that heat on it a little bit longer, and now I can just take a little tiny bit of the Red Dragon. I've got it on a teaspoon here, and I'm just going to shake it on, and it's soaking straight into that hot molten UTEE. It's almost melting it straight in, and then we'll just give that the final to return any excess off the card. And I'll just give that a final little heat. I've got my stamp ready, already inked, so once this is nice and hot again I can stamp straight into it. Making sure that that's nice and hot all over, and same technique as before, very gentle and as straight as you can do it. It will skid a little bit, you can't help it, but just go gently, and there, it's actually stuck. Now if it sticks to the stamp like that, that's fine, and the stamp won't come to any harm, by the way, from the heat. As long as it's a natural rubber stamp, it should be absolutely fine. Once it's been on the stamp a couple of minutes, not even minutes, few seconds really, it will come off, and there you've got the texture. Now this time the texture is a little harder to see because of all the glitter from the red, but again we'll highlight that with some of the pearly powders and that will show it up really well. After you've stamped into the UTEE, you might find that you get some overspill at the edges, some splurging, and if you want your edges straight, if you want to be able to decorate them afterwards, then this is a good time to just trim any excess off. It's easier if you do this straight away while it's warm. You might actually find it easier to just pick it up and do it along there, but just be careful when you're doing that bit. But you can see sometimes you've got quite big splurgy bits coming off the side. It depends how much you skidded when you were actually stamping into it. And now that those edges are actually smooth, I can paint the edges, or I can put glue on the edges and add some beads or glitter so you can actually decorate them. Now once you've got it to this stage, you can decorate it with things like pearly powders, which I have here, and I've got a mixture of different colours, including a couple of interference colours which are great to use over black because they really show up. They look white in the jar. When you actually see them they look completely white, but when you actually just dust a little on, you actually get the colour, and you should be able to see there's a green coming through because that's iridescent green, or interference green, and we've got interference lilac as well, so you can see there you've got the lilac and the green, and we'll just put a bit of gold in the middle. So that's just dusting powders on. You can then take a wet wipe, and what I usually do is I just take a folded wet wipe and take my UTEE piece and place it face down on the wipe and just pat it and gently rub it around, and that way I'm not pushing the cloth into the crevices, but I'm letting the cloth just take the surface colour off. So you can see the black really shows up there. And here's the piece that's been highlighted with some ruby and some gold pearly powders, and where I've wiped off the excess you can really see the glitter shining through. It might not be showing up on camera as nicely as it is in real life, but you've got to try this for yourself and see how gorgeous it is. Well, I hope that's given you some inspiration and enthusiasm to have a go for yourself. It is one of those techniques that you do get better at with practice, so I'll say what I always say: allow yourself to waste 2 pieces. Expect the first 2 pieces to just go in the bin and you'll get over that fear factor and just have a go at it. Trust me, you'll enjoy it once you do. Now, what can you do with the pieces once you've actually finished them? Well, you can obviously put them onto cards, you can use them, you know, on notebooks, all that kind of thing. But as you can see here, I'm actually wearing a piece which I've made into jewellery, and this has been done using a couple of Tim Holtz products. They actually, you can get jump rings, you can get the hinge clips, which I've attached mine with as well. That's the hinge clips there. And the favourite thing here is the popcorn chain. This is just really easy to use. You just trim it to the length you want, and you get the little fasteners there so you can attach it. This also allows you to make things like key rings as well. Brilliant stuff. So you can mix it with all your other products. Here I've actually got one that I've just put onto a glimmer misted tag, and that makes a great sort of combination card and gift in one, so it's great for gifts as well. So there you go, that's my introduction to UTEE, and go and have a go yourself.